Hello. Welcome to Mount Pirongia, bit of gravel road, and some shiny new, well not so shiny anymore, Shinko adventure tyres. I've got the E804 and E805 on Rosie the Rally now, and wow, this is my first impressions, and gotta say they're grippy. They do really well. I'm quite impressed. For a really budget tyre, like for a set of these for the rally, it's about $200. They're doing really well. We're still in our first 100 Ks, so they are just starting to scrub in. Surprisingly grippy off the gravel on the actual real roads. I was starting to have a little bit of fun there before I pulled off onto the gravel. But what can I say? This is my first set of Shinkos since my very first bike and its very first set of tyres. So it's been about 12 years since I've used a Shinko. And they're a lot more impressive when they're brand new and they're not on an old dungy second-hand bike, that's for sure. So sizing, 90-90-21 on the front and a 120-90-18 on the rear, because they don't do a 120-80-18, which is the factory sizing. Honestly, it doesn't make a hell of a lot of difference. If anything, the bike feels like a smidge taller. Other than that, it's like there's no real physical difference. I do quite like the look of them. They definitely make the bike look a lot more tough, but the grip is immediately noticeable. So if you've seen any of my other stuff I've done previously, you'll know I recently had Avon Trail Riders on Rosie the Rally. They're a great tyre, perfect touring tyre, nice and quiet, really grippy on the tar seal, and they did a acceptable and sometimes surprisingly good job on gravel. But when it came to deeper gravel, they got overwhelmed, and when it came to doing four-wheel drive tracks, that we decided that a good idea to go down when you're on an adventure ride with mates. I managed to overwhelm them a wee bit, dropped the bike a couple of times just from losing the front, because they were essentially a road tyre that I was taking silly places. So with those out of their depth, made the decision that I needed new tyres for my summer of riding, just because there's a couple of wee treks that we've got planned coming up. So first, on I believe it's the 29th of December, we are doing the 42 Traverse down in Tongariro. So the Avons are definitely not going to do well there. That's a gnarly four-wheel drive track with a few river crossings apparently. And then after that, in the new year, Ray from the Kiwi Rider podcast, and we're going to go to the top of the South Island and tick off the Molesworth station and the Rainbow Roads off our riding to-do list. So really looking forward to seeing how the Shinkos do over the summer. Not too fussed on how long they're going to last. They're a much more aggressive tyre. The Bits for Bikes website. They're the guys who hooked us up, White's Powersports /bitsforbikes.co.nz. They've got it as about a 40% road, 60% off-road tyre. So I'm not expecting huge things in terms of the life of the tyre. I'll be happy for anything over 6,000 Ks. For the grip I'm getting, I'm thinking that's quite acceptable. Plus, there's that price point. They are horrendously cheap. I think it's $125 or something. I'll put the actual price up here somewhere for the sizing on my bike. But very cheap, very affordable, and so far very good. And I'm really looking forward to the rest of the riding season. So stay tuned for more updates on the Shinko 801. Stay tuned for more updates on the Shinko 804, 805 tyre combination on the Rally. They're an adventure tyre. They're a bit heavier than a dual sport tyre apparently, but honestly I haven't noticed a huge amount of difference other than all of a sudden I have a whole lot of grip on the gravel, which is brilliant. So stay tuned, catch you later, and hit subscribe. Don't bother ringing the bell, that's just annoying. And stay tuned for more updates.